Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is now a longtime friend, Design with Emma, with a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. What she wants to help us with is interior design, and she goes much farther than showing us examples. She also takes us shopping and gives us tips and tricks on how we're going to find some of the things we can use for interior design and our decorative ideas, even if we're following a budget. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. She's working on 2,300 subscribers right now. She's monetized. Lots of ways to... Oh, thank you, Scratchin PPA. Oh, my dear goodness. Pardon me just for 1 second while I sort out my screens. That's really, really weird. That should never happen. Let me show you how to fix this. So I've got two monitors, right? One that I watch and one that we put the screen over. So I've got a display capture here, and unfortunately it's grabbing the wrong monitor. But because I've got two, we don't have to worry about these names too much. We just start to learn in our mind which one is which, and for no reason at all, our monitor seems to have moved itself. And where is our window? Oh my dear goodness. There we go. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was going to try to tell everybody how to fix that, and it just, like, accidentally worked finally. So, thank you, everybody, for the worst introduction in Tuber Chat history on episode number 697. But we're good to go now. So, this creator is Design with Emma, and this is what I was talking about. And thank you, Scratchin PPA. I don't know how long that would have gone on if you didn't catch that. This creator, like I said, approaching 2,300 subscribers. Here is where we start to see the interior decorating ideas that I was talking about. But like I said, this creator goes much farther than showing us examples, takes us shopping, and gives us tips and tricks on how to find some of the things we might use for our interior decorating ideas, even if we're on a budget. When we look at the latest video, excuse me, they've taken us shopping again. I'm going to put this video on my catch-up list. I haven't seen it yet. They just put this out. And that's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. We'll look at shorts on this channel and see that some of these have really done well. This creator has added a lot of variety, like most of the creators here in the Tuber Chat family have done. So regardless of category or niche, the shorts involve a lot of variety, getting into 17,000, 22,000, even 32,000 views and beyond. When we get into live streams from Design with Emma, she's on about once a week, and hopefully we'll catch her for the next one. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So thank you, everybody, especially for your patience and for being here early. And Scratchin PPA, pardon me, there's a reason why Scratchin PPA is always in the pole position on the wheel of doom here. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey of 7 years now. And he is able somehow to catch probably all, if not 99% of the mistakes I make, and I promise you I make as many as anybody. And for those of you who've been with us long enough, you've seen that kind of idea. I got quite a few more names on the wheel, though. I just added My Flock, and She Stole My Thunder. Scratch Master and Dutchfly61 are on there with Gaming with Debbie. Nija Market Teacher, along with Phase Yoda King, Naruto Luffy Goku, and Now It's Dark, who actually has 3 different channels. Reed's Blissful Connections and Canadian Family Life were early in the door with 49 more, and Just Jason Keto and more, as well as Fairbrick Studio and Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. And I see lots more channels in the chat, so thank you everybody for a busy beginning. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is here every day. Cruis'n Nuts has been a friend for a while, so we had their channel up on the screen the other day, and I was all confused because I wonder if YouTube took our connection away. I just watched one of their videos, some drone footage over a cruise ship with a go-kart track on the top, if you can believe that. And either way, we're nice and solidly connected now. Cruis'n Nuts is another supportive channel I've run into a million times. Jevin Richardson is with us every day lately. They found us a couple weeks ago. The Harry Experience might be brand new, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Twin Brook Acres is back with us. Wayne's World Unlimited from the UK, and Wolves Den Outdoors is here. Xbox Quackers is a game developer and Twitch streamer. And Mr. Evans Mixed Drink Reviews. Good to see you in the house as well. So thank you for coming in. Creative Beauty Butterfly is here. Jennifer Ocean Homestead. They're both members, so we're going to put them on the wheel right away. It's getting quite full, but we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a long period of time, probably an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours or so, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Michael's Adventures is another beloved and dedicated moderator, another incredibly supportive creator. He might be working today. I would have forgotten if he mentioned it specifically. He can't always be with us due to his work schedule, but he's here for every stream he can be. And thank you, Cruis'n Nuts, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we're going to put their channel up next before I start spinning the wheel. And as a matter of fact, let's get their channel ready right now. Cruis'n Nuts is the channel I was just talking about, where the other day I took this video where they've got this beautiful drone footage. And look at that. See, go-kart track and a water slide on top of this cruise ship, which is just monstrous as well. So we'll have a look at their channel in a second here. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is dropping a super chat as well. Thank you for that extra generous support, and thank you for the kind words also. I'm going to put Bella's Whisper Farmstead up on the screen next because of that super chat before we spin the wheel, but we'll get back to doing that shortly like we always do. Now hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, and as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Oh, Wayne's World Unlimited. I rented an office now, so this is all real. I don't have the green screen with the Toronto or Niagara Falls background anymore. I'll use them if I have to, or just take a shot of this behind me and use this from now on. But I've been looking forward to this for a long time because there's things that I can point out and kind of expand the content of the show, if that makes any sense. I'll show you an example here. I got a bunch of books that are up in the corner, and some of these, all of these are things I think everybody needs to read in a lifetime, but two of them are Daryl Eves' YouTube formula book and YouTube Secrets from Benji and Sean Cannell from Think Media. There's a bunch of other stuff here, but those are examples, and I've actually got some exciting new content coming in a few more weeks, right after I'll probably save it for after our 4-year anniversary, which is just under a month from now or so. Episode 700 is coming up in a week and a half as well. Or next week. Sorry, next week already. Wow, only 8 days away. Wheats Art, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Sean the Great Gamer is a longtime friend as well. Good to see you here. Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. I hope I said hello. Fabric Studio as well. And hopefully, like I said, I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Sharon Rowland is here. Chief Broken Brain is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. We'll get moving on channels on the screen in another second here as well. Yes, as a matter of fact, Wayne's World Unlimited, so thank you for the idea, but yes, I will probably do exactly what you're talking about. So one of the things that is possible is to hook up a store on a platform like Shopify which happens to be Canadian, by the way. And what you can do then is, if you're part of the Amazon Associate or Amazon Affiliate program, you'll be able to add items with your affiliate links to that store. So I've been looking into it, and even though I haven't got Tuber Chat merch right this second, that might be an idea for the future. But anybody who is monetized can hook up one of these stores to their channel, and Amazon affiliate money and other things like it can be substantial on a channel. I have seen the effects of that, where eventually you have so much Amazon income coming in, you can either take it in cash or you can take it in products. And with so many people shopping on Amazon, it's nice to know that every phone, every computer, every tripod, every LED light, and everything else you're going to need could be free in the future, regardless of sponsors, because of that. So these are ideas, and my intention over the next year or so is to start sharing a lot of experience when it comes to these things and show everybody how they can get that stuff done. But like I said, I've already got some exciting content ready to go from for right after our 4-year anniversary, or a couple weeks from now, somewhere around there. My love, Kristen Welton, is in the house. She is a member and a moderator, so I'll put her on the wheel right now. And Xbox Quackers, yeah, Saturday tends to be the busiest of all days, especially if I do a stream early like this, because our friends in the UK have a lot of an easier time coming in. And even for some of our friends in Australia, it's not that late. If we've got a few people who stay up a little bit later, like 1, 2 in the morning, they can still catch us. Pardon me just for 1 second here. And Cruis'n Nuts is up on the screen right now. So this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I've run into them many times. Got to be dozens of times now, where they are. Don't be shy. You can reach out to. Where they are. Pardon me again. I got this clunky thing going on with these pre-recorded segments, and I will get that stuff under control in another moment. So thank you, everybody, for your patience today. Cruis'n Nuts is another channel that I've run into probably dozens of times, if not more, supporting other creators in the travel and cruising communities. And they've been with us a few times now. We put their channel on the screen the other day. I can't be sure whether it was the first time or not, but I managed to watch this beautiful drone footage of this cruise ship. And we had this influx of travel and cruising channels come through the Tuber Chat family about a year ago, because now that the pandemic has settled, if nothing else, then we have seen a lot of travel and cruising footage come out that we otherwise haven't been able to see for a long time. So we look forward, or I look forward, I'm sure everybody looks forward to more of this content. Cruis'n Nuts is going to give us all kinds of beautiful footage. And yeah, my dear goodness, that looks like the opening to the Love Boat TV show right there. This footage is spectacular, my dear goodness. I'm looking forward to seeing much more. And then they'll show us around the ship. Obviously, that looks like a deck party with the glow sticks. And wow, some of the night footage looks spectacular also. So Cruis'n Nuts, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. And next up is going to be Bella's Whisper Farmstead. Now, thank you again, Cruis'n Nuts, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Bella's Whisper Farmstead, the same thing for you, and thank you again. And for that reason, we'll put that channel up. We'll talk about it in a second here. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, hopefully, again, I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Day One Adventures, thank you so much. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead is another channel I'm still getting to know. Homesteading on a budget is what they hope to help us with. North Central Georgia. I actually have family in Atlanta. And then Bella's Whisper Farmstead. I've seen the latest couple of videos, but they got much more here. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels. And over weeks and months, by hanging out in premieres and live streams and watching videos, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. I'm always interested to see tiny home ideas. Barn dominium is an interesting way of putting that. But I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list just for another piece of content to have watched. And I'll look forward to that. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see that they've gotten into 2,500, even 3,000 views and beyond, which is great. And then live streams might be an idea for the future. It looks like something they might have tested out before. Hopefully, again, I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Creative Beauty Butterfly, I don't think I put you on the wheel yet. I'm going to do that right this second. And we'll spin and we'll get another channel ready to go. So thank you one more time, Cruis'n Nuts and Bella's Whisper Farmstead, for those super chats. We put those channels up on the screen right away for those reasons. And then we're back to spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. Ree's Blissful Connections is somebody who supports all of my channels. She's been with us for a while now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to say, a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Coastal Waters in the house. She's a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. Her and her husband, Backlash Fisherman. So it's good to see you here. I've got you on the wheel. You'll see this command I'm dropping in the chat there that was inspired by Coastal Water. But what it does is you have to add this thing in manually, but you can test if all your robots are working, because here in Tuberchat we use 4. We use Nightbot, Botrix, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements, who doesn't seem to be showing up today. And there's reason why I use 4. First of all, if one of them can't do what they're supposed to do any particular day, we can always pick up the slack with another chatbot. But then as well, each one has different strengths, which I enjoy using each one of them for. And then, so I'll have to try to sort out the stream elements in a minute. Twinbrook Acres, thank you so much. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Henry Nelson, I don't think I got you on the wheel yet. MT Homestead is in the house. And MT Homestead, forgive me for not knowing if that's the way that you want that pronounced already, but please let me know if there's a better way to say that, or if MT Homestead is the way you want me to say it. I'll try to remember that after. I always want to pronounce everybody's channels names the way that they want them pronounced. So when we look at Ree's Blissful Connections, we see a creator who's a homeschooling mom and a professional educator. And if we dig through their content, the latest videos will bring us back to some organization ideas, some book reviews lately. And if we dig to the oldest videos, we'll find more goal setting, time management, and things like this. In the middle of their content, they brought us a series of self-care videos over Vlogmas, and a little bit of variety like that certainly is likely to help. When we get into their shorts videos, we see pure variety over here, but they've already gotten into well over 1,000 views on a few of them, and one over 4,900, which is great to see. They're working on 1,300 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, and then, like I said, they support all of my channels. And the reason why I say that is so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this, and they're here with us just about every day. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and thank you, MT Homestead. Fairbrick Studios coming up, and this is another creator who's here with us not only every day, but usually early in the door. I think that they are having a look at our front page to see when we're going to be on. Now, I try to post all of our streams a few days in advance, so you can plan if you need to. And hopefully everybody on that note will join us for episode 700, which is expected to happen next Sunday. I try not to move the streams around unless I absolutely have to once they're set. But we're expecting, and I left a lot of space just to make sure that nothing's going to get in our way. So it should be next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So Fairbrick Studio is up on the screen right now. And I see Wilma2U1 coming into the chat. Thank you for being here. Fairbrick Studio is working on 7,000 subscribers. They're officially on the road. We always say you're officially on the road when you hit a 100 milestone. When we look at their channel, we see that they started with Lego stop motion videos. I'm going to put this one back into my catch-up list. I wonder if I caught that live or if that was something I ran that didn't complete. This creator started with Lego stop motion videos and got into a lot of video gameplay like this Lego Tower game, which they actually got me playing and sent over a lot of help. I haven't been on it again in months now. I knew that was going to happen. But they play a lot of other games as well. You'll see those mixed up on their channel. They've been doing some more Lego activity lately. And they've got a premiere coming up in another week from now. As well, they got some shorts on their channel that have done really, really well, getting into 10,000, 12,000, and even up to 15,000 views. When we look at live streams, that might be an idea for the future, but we also see that this creator is doing a lot of channel shout-out videos, so similar to what we're doing here in Tuber Chat, but in a video format. With lots of friends to meet over there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Fairbrick Studio, and they're another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And like I said, they're here with us just about every single day. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, did I not? I'm not sure if I muted my mic there. I hope I did. But thank you, everybody. And then, yeah, thank you, Wilma2U1. We have a copyright-free music channel, so for anybody that hasn't already seen that, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a virtual 24-hour stream running over there, which we'll go and see after Tuber Chat in another 2.5 hours or so today. We'll go right in there. But there's a virtual nightclub, a video game going. Everybody can participate in the chat. Things come up on the screen, and we do link drops over there as well, so you're able to continue meeting friends the same way we do here. So, Kristen Welton, my love, is coming up. She's here as a member and a moderator. What we're going to do is go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and then look at her channel. All right, we're back and about to look at Kristen Welton, my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada, where she'll be able maybe to see the eclipse. But unfortunately, I'm not going to make it there. My truck has got a little bit of trouble and I can't drive distances right this second. I expect to get it fixed this week, but I'm going to have to skip out on the eclipse and watch it through everybody else's eyes. Lori's Tech Time, thank you for being here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And we still got a long way to go, another 2.5 hours. I've added a couple of names to our wheel, which we always do during the first break. So I added a section called Add a Name. And what that will allow me to do is when that section comes up, which is completely random, of course, I will add a name to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And I have a chatbot in the background that helps keep track of how active everybody is and how engaged they are. Streamlabs does a great job of that now. And then we added another section called Clear the Wheel. So when that comes up, I'm going to wipe all of the names off of the wheel and reload with any of the members that haven't already been seen. And then that will speed things up so that we can get to more newer channels that we otherwise would have had a longer wait for, if that makes sense. Home Bartending with John and Lisa J. Stocks are both in the house. I've got them on the wheel. The Wander Lovers, good to see you back in the house. I think they were here before we started, so thank you for coming back in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And when we look at Kristen Welton's channel, we see a creator that started with some beauty and continues that today, self-care products, but she brings a lot of variety on the channel as well. She's done a lot of live streaming. She's had interviews with other creators. She's done a few collaborations. She's gotten into a lot of standard product reviews and sponsored videos as well. She's got over 1,800 subscribers now. We'd love to push her towards the 1,900 we know she's thinking about, and she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get over there. When we look at her channel, we see that she has presentation at the forefront of her mind because her bright, bold avatar is matched by the banner at the top of the channel, and then every thumbnail gets a professional look as well. She let me know a while ago she's experimenting with a few new thumbnail ideas, but the bright, bold headshots will also make her very recognizable. The idea is that will pay off in the long term when we think about branding, because when the recommendation engine presents a viewer with one of her videos after they've already seen one at some point, they may recognize her and be inclined to click back on that instead of moving on to something else. So that's the hope. When we look at shorts, she's done really well over here, getting into 19,000, 22,000, even 28,000 views on a couple of these. Those of you who've been with us long enough and many times have seen Spiky Bruiser and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss both make cameo appearances here on Tuber Chat. And then, like I said, Kristen Welton does some live streaming. Usually they are occasional. So she brings these out once in a while. Could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be collaborating with somebody. And by the way, Kristen, it looks like Elevate with Vern might actually be coming here in May. So she's looking forward to an opportunity to talk to both of us together. And then she might come up to visit Niagara Falls in a couple of months, which will be great. Some of you know Elevate with Vern is very much known as my YouTube BFF. I've been with her since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought. She was inspirational in the creation of this channel, and she still comes around occasionally today. DJ's Adventures and Beyond, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Old Blue Eyes, good to see you in the house. I wonder if this might be your first time with us. Forgive me if I'm wrong. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Creative Beauty Butterfly is coming up. I must have accidentally put them on the wheel twice, which is fine. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it right. Creative Beauty Butterfly is up on the screen right now. And this creator brings a lot of makeup, get ready with me type videos more than anything else. I've caught her a few times live actually, but this is an example right here. I'm going to grab the latest video from a couple days ago, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with her. That's a simple playlist that I use. It's just got a fun name. Playlist can be a great tool for keeping up with your favorite creators. And then she'll bring a lot of cooking videos as well. But I see Creative Beauty Butterfly out there supporting other creators probably every day. Life vlogs, easy recipes, beauty, and more is what she intends to bring us. Some of the shorts have gotten into 5,000 and 9,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. Like I said, I've caught her many times, and she just did another one yesterday. So we've always got the notification bell on. That gives us our best chance of catching each other as often as we can. And it's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. So hopefully everybody will connect with Creative Beauty Butterfly. She's here for just about every stream as well, and working on 500 subscribers, so we'd love to push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. The next creator that we're going to look at is Gaming with Debbie, and she introduced me to a really interesting video game on her channel that I had not otherwise seen, and you'll probably find it to be very familiar like I did. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And yeah, Old Blue Eyes, thank you for that. One thing I don't mention often enough is the idea that here in Tuber Chat, it can be a fast-rolling chat at times. We're always busy. There's always 100 channels, like as a minimum on average, that will come through every stream over a 3-hour period. But there's always brand new channels every day. And there's friends who've been with us for anywhere from a year to 2 years to 3 years, right? So the biggest thing about that is that it's okay to take our time and reach out to people one by one. There'll be plenty of opportunity to catch everybody, and starting a conversation slowly so that you can get a friendship built is probably the best advice that I could give to anybody as the best way to connect here. Same thing I do when I'm out in other people's live streams and premieres, for instance. But everybody here will be willing to connect, and everybody here's been, almost everybody here's been through this for a while now, so everybody will be patient and happy to connect either way. Now, Gaming with Debbie, I mentioned, introduced me to a game. What I mean is us, right? When I saw this channel after they came into the Tuber Chat family for the first time, I see this game that they've got called Beat Saber, and they do this both in live streams and videos. They mix up a lot of other video games on the channel, but this is one I was interested in because it reminds me of Fruit Ninja, for those of you who've seen that, or Guitar Hero, because there is popular music in the background. They happen to be, live right now. And they've got shorts on the channel as well that have done great already, getting into 3,000 and 4,000 views. And then live streams where, like I said, I think they're live right now. Yeah, they're playing Nightingale Adventure. I haven't seen that game yet except for their replays. But they've got another couple of streams set up. So they got one coming up tomorrow and the next day as well. It looks like they're on just about every single day. We put our notifications on for everything we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, even though we have the notification bell on. And again, that makes it... that gives us the best chance to catch each other as often as possible. It's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So we'd love to push Gaming with Debbie a little bit farther towards the 1,200 subscribers that they're thinking about. And we're going to look at Glowbee's travels in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Globee's Travels is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They're here with us just about every day. Now, I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not for hours every time we stream, so I do appreciate every moment. I just happen to mention often when I see creators that are here regularly. And then thank you so much, Wayne's World Unlimited. They come in as often as they can, but like I said, they're also from the UK. Flaw One is here now. This is another creator who's been with us since, or been with me since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, over 4 years ago. So I'll put them on the wheel. They happen to be a member. And when we look at Globee's Travels, we see somebody who wants to bring us around their areas to travel and touristy type destinations. But they show us a lot of outdoor footage on this channel. So when we dig through some of their videos, we're going to get an idea, if I can get any of these to roll over, the kind of things that they're showing us. And it's a little bit different than what I would expect from some other travel and like touristy destination channels, which is great. So they'll show us around wherever they're going to be in their own area as well. When we get into shorts on this channel, we see pure variety like we see on most channels here in the Tuber Chat family, and they're getting into almost 4,000 views on one of these and almost 7,000 on one as well, which is interesting to see. So, Globee's Travels, we have to make sure we put the S on the end of that as well, and there's no spaces here. The reason why I say that is because they're easy to find if we spell it correctly. And one of the things that's a great service we do for each other here is search, find, and click on each other's names. As you can imagine, over a couple of months, when hundreds of people literally are searching, finding, and clicking on your name, you'll rise up the search results in the YouTube recommendation engine, and then YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when people are looking for this particular Globee's Travels or whichever channel we're looking for. The ones that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most, actually. And then Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny, good to see you here. A.S. Zeka, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's good to have you here. And for anybody that is brand new, that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And we're looking at Home Bartending with John, who's actually been with us for a long while now. I think it might even be getting on a couple of years. Home Bartending with John has another one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family where they will teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. You don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he also shows us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished and the tools we're going to need behind the bar to make some of our favorite cocktails. One of the most interesting things that I've found on this channel is he brings us different variations of those cocktails. So when he gives us a recipe, he's usually giving us one or two variations to go along with it, and he takes requests on his channel. He's done a couple for me already. He's working on 500 subscribers, which is an exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey now, and we'd love to push him a little bit closer. He also does a lot of product reviews on his channel, which can help us by getting an idea of some of the things we might like before we go out, spend money on them, and find that we may not like them as much as we hoped. He'll give us hints about that, and then he often brings us collections of cocktails, like low-calorie cocktails or non-alcoholic mocktails, as they're called. So there's a lot to see with Home Bartending with John, and then he's got some shorts that have done well also, getting now into a couple thousand views, one on its way towards 8,000, which is great to see. Live streams are something he's done in the past. We'll see if he's going to pick those back up, but we've got notification bells on for every single channel in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And Whole Bartending with John also happens to be a silver member here, which means we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether or not he's here, even though he's here for just about every stream anyway. And then comes Lisa J. Stocks, one of a few channels now, a good handful or more, that are bringing us help with our finances, for which I'm very grateful, because I believe that 99% of us in the Tuber Chat family have monetization on our minds, either for our channels or the businesses or projects behind them. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come through that monetization? That is what Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with. So she will bring us ideas, including technical terms, but in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. She brings us beginner ideas. She brings us advanced topics. She talks about things like dividend investing, ETFs, compound interest, and dollar cost averaging, and much, much more. Now, one of the things that's really interesting about Lisa J. Stocks' channel is, first of all, she's very forthcoming about her own portfolio. She describes exactly how and why she invests in the things she does, or recommends the things she does. And then as well, she's got guests that come on the channel frequently. You saw that in a few of the thumbnails already here. She's got shorts on this channel that have gotten into over 6,000 and almost 8,000 views now, and then live streams. This is where we see most of the interviews, a lot of stock talk here. Interesting to see some of the subjects that start out the conversations here, like building a portfolio and the psychology of investing, absolutely. And then she's got one coming up actually today. So she'll be on before we finish, so we know right after Tuber Chat that Lisa J. Stocks will have interesting conversation for us. She'll likely be on for more than an hour. Yeah, she's usually on just over an hour to an hour and a half. I'm just making a note for myself as well. And then hopefully everybody will connect with her. And Lisa J. Stocks is here with us just about every single day as well. And then so Zeka is from India. I happen to be from Canada, but you'll see my Canadian flag. It was the first thing I put on my new desk. And then Nigel Market Teacher is coming up right now. This is another new channel in the Tuber Chat family. They've just been with us a few times now, just finding us within the last week or so. They've got 12 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know the first 100 is as challenging as ever before, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing and hitting milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So we look at this channel, which says they bring us all around education, and we can have a look at their videos. Now, I'm still getting to know them, but I'm going to take their second latest video here, an animation video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that'll give me another piece of content to watch, so I can get to know the channel a little bit better. When we look at their shorts, we see that they've already started a few of these, and one of them's already got over 400 views, which is great to see. So hopefully you'll post more and more, and those will continue to grow. And I see that Trish the Natural is coming into the chat, so we'll get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member also, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a long while, probably another hour to hour and a half from now, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Jennifer Ocean Homestead is going to be the next channel that we're going to look at right now. And this is somebody who is another channel I'm happy to say I've seen many times already, getting on dozens of times, supporting other creators. I think I just ran into them in Butler Family Farms. They're doing a special expo right now, as a matter of fact. But Jennifer Ocean Homestead's been in a lot of channels. I've run into them repeatedly already, even though they've just been with us for a few weeks now. 80 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards that first 100. And Sup Real, good to see you in the chat. When we look at the content on this channel, we see that they are going to let us know about their journey towards a homesteading lifestyle. And I'm going to grab the latest video that they've got here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep using to keep caught up with creators or get caught up with creators. They're in New Brunswick. And I got to remember that. I remember because the Canada Post mailbox here, so I got to try to remember this. And then when we look at shorts on Jennifer Ocean Homestead, we see that this creator's gotten into over 150 views on one of these with some of that famous Canadian winter weather. And hopefully everybody will connect with them and push them towards that first 100. We've got a large and vibrant community of homesteading channels, including gardening, farming, ranching, and I like to include fishing, hiking, camping, and other outdoor ideas as well. And let's spin the wheel, and I see Jonathan Sturgill is in the house. Jonathan Sturgill is going to help us with our music needs when it comes especially to learning about performing music or playing instruments and gear reviews and things like that as well. Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook is coming up right now. She's been with us a while. I wonder if it's already beyond a couple of months. I think it is. And Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook is somebody who she's actually active frequently when it comes to YouTube. So posting frequently and live as well. I'm just going to grab her latest video. It looks like this is a Happy Meal video, but I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. We see that this creator gives us a great chance to get to know her. She talks about being a crocheter and a lefty. She's self-taught, and what she does is makes a lot of different things like baby blankets, scarves, and shawls, and donates a lot of what she makes, which is a wonderful thing. And we have a lot of friends who have been able to do that kind of thing. I always find it heartwarming, you know, to think about or talk about. But there's a lot of different ways that we can have positive impact on people in the world. And it doesn't always have to come down to money. You know, there are a lot of things that have a lot more meaning, and there's a lot of things that can be done. Like, so if somebody was to be talented enough to be able to create something like what Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook is doing here with some yarn, put that together, get some crocheting done, and make something that is much more valuable than the yarn itself, not to mention with a story to tell and some meaning behind it, that can be extremely meaningful and helpful, I imagine, to anybody who would be in need and having that kind of thing donated to them, if that makes sense. AS Blind Made Production, Alfonso, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We know them well. They're on Hillbilly Chicken Ranch channel often. When we look at Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook, we see some shorts here as well that have gotten into over 1,000 views, one at 4,300, which is great to see. And then lots of variety like most creators, lots of live streams, like I said. So got to make sure I keep these notifications on. So she's got trivia nights here, as well as looking at some stitching and a chance to get to know her. And these are coming up tomorrow, or pardon me, not tomorrow, a couple days from now, a couple days from then, and the next day from then. So you'll be able to set notifications for these in your local time zone, of course. And know that over the next week, Pam's going to be on for at least 3 live streams. Like I said, she's active frequently. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in another moment here. And it looks like my add a name section is coming up. So this is something I add during the first break. We'll take another one in about 5 minutes. I'll spin, and I've got a list over here on my other screen with Streamlabs that lets me know how active everybody has been in the chat. So what we'll do is we'll get, I think, Bella's Whisper Farmstead, yes? And Just Jason Keto and More's coming up on the screen. What I'm going to do is add Bella's Whisper Farmstead onto our wheel right now, and that's what that add a name section is for. She'll take Just Jason Keto and More's place. We'll look at this creator. He was live on Thursday night there. He had another interview. this creator is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Crimson Skies, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. When we look at Just Jason Keto and More's channel, he says, don't borrow time from the future for moments of pleasure today. And he always has something inspiring for us on his banner. He's changed that up many times. He recently did a 2,000 subscriber celebration and giveaway, but he actually blew right past that milestone into 2,400 now. Just Jason Keto and More is going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got a lot of recipes on his channel. He's become very well known for these chaffles, which are easy to make. He's got lots of easy to follow recipes with just a few ingredients. And then as well, he does a lot of product reviews. He can help us make sense of a lot of the ingredients that we're going to find in products marketed towards a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And he's got lots of guests on his channel as well, both in videos as well as in live streams. These guests will share their life experiences, tips, tricks, trials, tribulations, and ideas for us when it comes to a healthy eating, healthy living in a keto-based diet or lifestyle. When we look at shorts on the channel, we see that these have gotten into 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 views and well beyond. One of them over 22,000, which I've seen. There's a bit of a hint there about some of those healthy looking grilling shorts. And then as well, this creator, like I said, brings a lot of guests. Sometimes Jason's on his own in the live streams, but he's got a vibrant community in the chat to help with ideas and tips and tricks, and then a lot of guests on the channel as well in interviews, and he will take us out to places like Keto Palooza to give us some more informative content. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and More. I had the pleasure of meeting this creator just a couple of months ago in person, and hopefully before too long we'll get together and do a couple collaborations of our own. The Gambler After Dark, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Bella's Whisper Farmstead, forgive me, I put your channel up earlier. Thank you, Scratchin PPA, for mentioning that. You could notice I twitched when I said it, or flinched when I said that, but that was the reason. So next up is going to be actually Jevin Richardson, and I'll give them that spot on the wheel because my add a name section came up. It's something I put on the wheel so that we can get to another channel who's active in the chat earlier than we otherwise might have. And we're spinning. We'll see who's up next. So My Flock, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And we're going to look at that channel in 3.5 minutes after we take another quick break here. Okay, pardon me for that. I needed just an extra second there. My flock is up on the screen right now. Right before I talk about this channel, I'm going to talk about subscribers because YouTube plays games with all of our numbers. This has been going on since the beginning of time, but I'll describe exactly what happens there in another second. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So as the host of Superchat, I'm very lucky to get to know a lot of creators on other platforms. I'm on Instagram every day, Facebook most of the time, Twitter occasionally as well. And I get to hear lots of things that are very positive. I get a little bit of knowledge about the negative things that come along and this and that. But one of the most common things that I hear about is the idea of losing subscribers specifically. Now, a lot of times what happens is YouTube will do what we call purging, and it drives us all bananas, I promise you. So between people who have left YouTube or fake accounts and trolls and things like that, we can expect to lose a little bit over time. The hope is that after your channel gets to a certain point, you're gaining so many that losing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 or whatever it is over the course of a week, you won't even notice anymore. Imagine a channel with 1 million subscribers, how much they must be losing every day. Now, it doesn't just come down to subscribers. YouTube plays games with all of our numbers. For anybody that's aiming for monetization, you'll see that those numbers are never seeming to be where they should. And YouTube on your Earn tab, where you're aiming towards monetization, will clearly say that the numbers will be different than what you see in your analytics. So they play games with everything. They take our views, our subscribers, our watch time, and if you notice, they even take a lot of our thumbs down, thank goodness now. Often you'll see a couple of those disappear because they're constantly purging things that they think are invalid or not real. Now, while we would like to think that 100% of people who ever come into a Tuber Chat live stream will connect thoroughly and, perfectly, we can't guarantee that, of course, right? So the idea is if somebody comes in really quickly and says like, hey, I'm connected to you, I'm connected to you, I'm connected to you, and then just takes off and never comes back, you have to expect YouTube's going to wipe that connection out. Actually, you might have heard me in the beginning of the stream today talking about a channel called Cruis'n Nuts, who I've seen, I don't know, dozens of times, if not more, supporting other creators I had thought we were already connected. It could be that we had not actually connected that I knew of, although they've been in here a couple of times, or it could be that YouTube had taken that subscription, and it happens from time to time. And then, yeah, so Bella's Whisper Farmstead is saying they lose about 7 every Saturday morning. So it's uncommon for me to hear about a specific day of the week, but I'm not surprised at the same time. What you'll likely find, though, is when you look through your analytics, especially on a computer, the numbers will go like this, up and down and up and down and up and down. So, of course, we're never going to worry when we gain 4 subscribers in a day, but we're going to get upset when we lose 4. So that can happen. So YouTube is constantly changing things all the time. And it's something that's been going on since as long as we can remember. But I just wanted to address it for a second. I don't want anybody to get too hung up on any of the numbers, not your views, not your thumbs up, not your subscribers or anything else. Because the idea is we're growing over time. Just like any other thing in life. It could be inflation, it could be the stock market, it could be anything. The numbers are always going like this, right? But what you'll notice in the stories that I tell when we're here in Tuber Chat for any length of time is that over a long period of time, people are growing, and hopefully faster and faster as time goes on. And if we all do the right things, or most of us do most of the right things most of the time, we see that everybody is just fine. So our instructions are always in our video description for anybody who hasn't already read them. But But when we connect with a creator like my flock who's on the screen right now, my suggestion is to start with a conversation. Let them know you want to connect with them. Wait for a response, because people are coming in and out of this chat all the time. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Once you know you've got their attention and let them know you want to connect, head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. Very important that the video is longer than 3 minutes. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. While we're watching, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, and then give a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on. When you come back into the Tuber Chat live stream and live chat, let them know that you've done all of those things, and then they'll do the same thing for you. Sergeant's Talk TV, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And I see Silver Assassin Metal Detecting is here. I'm going to put you on the wheel right away. They happen to be a member. One of the other things I always do during those breaks is add another clear the wheel section. And what that will allow me to do is when that section comes up on the wheel, which is random, I'll wipe out all the names off the wheel, reload with any members we haven't already seen, and that helps us get to more newer channels sooner than we otherwise might have, even though we've got almost 2 hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So when we look at my flock, we see a longtime friend on the screen. I'll talk about their content in a second. Ghost Lore, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's Cat. Which cat, though? That's not Cat Lynn, is it? I wonder by the color of the avatar. And just please let me know if I'm wrong. Rana Chef International, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, pardon me just for a quick second. Now, we have a few creators that have more than one channel or more than one account. And while I usually don't want to recommend almost ever to anybody to start a second channel, because you really got to put a lot of consideration and thought into that, I think we can all agree that YouTube is more work than we thought it was going to be, and I don't wish the headaches that come along with that on anybody. But if you're sure, and if you've already got a couple of channels, everybody's welcome to come in with them both. But the only thing that I'll insist on or ask for is that we always treat each individual channel or account separately. And the reason why is, like I was just describing about connecting with each other, we have to do it authentically. We have to follow that full procedure. We've been doing it for 4 years now. But that's how we ensure that our connections are solid, and then we have the best chance of supporting each other into the future. And we're literally talking months and years now into the future, if that makes sense. So if anybody has a channel, once in a while we'll see somebody come in, not often here, that has a channel and another account, and then what they'll do is they'll say, hey, I want you to go to my channel and subscribe, but here it's a different name than what you see. We don't want to do that here because we're all connecting authentically. And I've had a situation where creators come in here for one day and they connected with a few people, but then they didn't want to because they want to do the Beyonce thing from Instagram where she follows nobody but millions of people follow her, and that's not really what we're here for. We're more interested in supporting each other over the long term. So those are just ideas. If anybody needs me to clarify, you can either ask in the chat here or send me a message on Instagram and I will get to that. I usually check Instagram after the Tuber Chat live stream, so for any messages I've got right now, I will respond to them after the stream. So my flock, like I said, is a longtime friend, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're officially on the road to 1K. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. Since they've passed 900, they're officially on the road to 1,000, which is an exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. They got a premiere coming up today. So that will be fresh content when we're finished with Tuber Chat about an hour later. And then they got some shorts on their channel as well. It's basically pure variety on their channel. and they get into 2,400 views, even 5,900 and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're live frequently and they've got a lot of fun, but I also see them out supporting other creators. They got a lot of StreamYard panels and people joining them on their channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with my flock. And just in case you have trouble finding them because their channel name has a special character in it, I'll put their handle into the chat here. And then Jonathan Sturgill will come up. This is the creator I was describing earlier that talks to us about musical instrument and gear reviews and comparisons. They're very knowledgeable in all the new AI systems and hardware and software that are coming up that are going to change music, and they can give us some insight as to what we're going to see in the coming years as well. When we look at Jonathan Sturgill, we see a creator that actually came to us with 5,000 subscribers, but they continue to grow now. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I think they're connected on all of my channels now. And the reason why I say that is so that you know what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. They're monetized, of course. When we get into shorts, we see that this creator has gotten into almost 1,000 views on a couple of these, and they've got a second channel now as well. And I'm going to show you product scope. They were in the chat earlier, and this is where Jonathan Sturgill is giving us complimentary content to his original channel. I'll put this handle into the chat as well, because it's fairly new, and over time we see channels rise up the search results on their own. If the names are not too popular, they'll eventually be easy to find. They're at almost 50 subscribers right now. They got one short so far, but they're showing us a lot of insight when it comes to the idea of the AI systems that are out there, like this one cloning your voice, or talking about some of the new technologies that are going to change music. They can give us some insight towards the next, let's say, decade or so. I'm just going to grab another video from this creator looking at animation, and I'll put that in my catch-up list. Again, that's another playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. We'll spin the wheel and look for another channel now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Next up is going to be Dutchfly61 with another one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family, and they're over 1,400 subscribers now. Dutchfly61 brings us sky watching, and it's interesting just because I happen to be in Canada. I happen to live in Niagara Falls. Most of you remember Kristen Welton. We just saw her channel. We live together down there, and there's an eclipse, a total eclipse apparently, that's happening on Monday, mid-afternoon here in the Eastern time zone. And it's like once or twice in a lifetime opportunity. But Niagara Falls, Canada, is going to be one of the most... You're going to be able to see it the best from there. I don't know how to say that, forgive me. But anyway, Dutchfly61 brings us sky watching regularly. So I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They come to us from the Netherlands. And they post occasionally, so they're usually posting about once a week or once every couple of weeks on average. But they are sporadic, and then they've got quite a few shorts now, so they continue to bring these out. One of them, the very first short that they put out was a bit different, but 4,300 views. I think that one still gets a few views here and there. And Dutchfly61's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for as long as I can remember now. They might have been with us a couple of years already, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I think so. And then let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Jevin Richardson is coming up next. This is a creator who recently found us and has been here for just about every stream, usually early in the door as well. But it's a channel I'm still getting to know. We've only seen them on the screen, I think, once before. YouTube wants to misspell for us. You saw that because they want to put the name Kevin Richardson, but Jevin Richardson is who we're looking for. I'm going to put their handle in the chat as well. We just want to make sure we spell that correctly, and we'll get to them. And Yeah, the solar eclipse, Andy. The total solar eclipse. I was hoping to be in Niagara Falls to film it. There'll be a lot of people down there doing it. You know, a couple of my friends will probably be filming and everything else. I don't know if Kristen's going to do it or not, but I've got a, forgive the personal story time, but my truck has been running a little rough lately. And it turns out that there's a couple things wrong, but the catalytic converters, and it's got two, if you can imagine, so that's going to be fun. However, a long time ago, I had a car that was a bit of a beater. I bought a used car off a family friend and this and that. And it was an older car, but while I was driving down the highway, I hit something. Like something bounced up and hit the exhaust and put a little hole in the exhaust. Now, the problem with that is not that I know what I'm talking about. I'm no kind of a mechanic. I barely know anything when it comes to cars, only the smallest amount. But when the exhaust is not 100% sealed and together the way it should be, you can be putting a lot more pressure on your engine. So the car that I was driving literally burst into flames while I was driving it. Thank goodness I was just getting to where I was going, but I was still on the street when white smoke started coming out of everywhere in the engine and everything, and it turned to black smoke pretty quick, and then the thing burst into flames, and that was the end of that. So you don't want to drive a vehicle for any longer than you have to if anything's wrong. And because I need that stuff done and I know it's gotten a little bit worse, I have to do it right away. So I was planning on going to Niagara Falls, but it's an hour and a half drive, and I'm not going to go. I'm getting them fixed this week. It's already set for the most part, but I have to skip out on that trip. But there'll be lots of friends filming the solar eclipse, and we'll have lots of opportunity to see that as well. Because of that on all the platforms. But hopefully everybody here will find a couple people in Niagara Falls or a couple of streamers who happen to get out to Niagara Falls on YouTube to support while we're there. But those kind of things happen. That's no big deal. My truck's 10 years old now. It's in great shape, you know, but things break, right? As long as you fix them, it's okay. Jevin Richardson is up here right now. It's nice to see that they say they're grateful for their subscribers as the first thing we see getting into their channel. They've got quite a bit of variety here, but they've been watching a lot of planes near an airport by the look of it. A couple of like small jets, which is really cool. I'm still getting to know the channel, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here. I'm going to look for one of the longer ones if there's many here. I've just seen a couple. I'll take this one here, another plane spotting. I'll put that into my catch-up list, and I will get to their shorts videos and see that some of these have really moved. So they've gotten into almost 8,000 views on one of these, one over 16,000 and one over 42,000, which is great to see with a PS4 controller there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jevin Richardson. And let's spin the wheel. And then, yeah, it's April now, right? So the solar eclipse is on Monday. At least in the Eastern time zone it is. Appa the Cat, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then we're looking next at Henry Nelson, and this is another creator who's here with us regularly. They say that they are by no means an expert, but they do live on a farm, and they bring us a lot of trail cam footage and therefore wildlife and nature. So I'm just going to grab their handle as well. Henry Nelson is an extremely popular name. So if you have trouble finding it, then you want to get that handle there. But the best service we can do for each other is to search, find, and click on each other, even if you have to scroll through the search results like I just did and match that avatar. And then, yeah, Jevin Richardson, the last time there was a total eclipse, if I remember right, I was in 3rd or 4th grade, something like that. And I had school that day as well, unfortunately. Judgement Day Mike Harper is in the house. Good to see you here. They're here with us just about every day. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. I don't think I said hello, but I did put your channel on the wheel. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Now, Henry Nelson is here, like I said, with a lot of trail cam footage. They bring us a lot of wildlife on their channel. And some nature, of course, as you'd expect. When we get into shorts videos, we see that some of these have started to move now. 4,000, 5,000, almost 7,000 views. And Henry Nelson's here with us frequently. They're over 400 subscribers right now. We'd like to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we know that they're thinking about. And yes, Henry Nelson, our internet glitch is exactly when we don't want it to. But anybody could always go back. I really don't solicit a lot of like people going back to watch a replays here on Tuber Chat, but you could if you wanted to have a look at what I said about different channels and things like that. It's a great way to get to know some of the channels, or at least be able to hear what I've learned about them. If you haven't been in the live stream, nobody could be here. Almost nobody could be here every single day and for hours every time we stream. I do appreciate every moment, but yeah, the replays are always left up. So anybody can go back and watch. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Like I said, Henry Nelson's here with us just about every day, actually. And then Roadkill Gaming Jory's in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel. They bring us some video gameplay, and so does Lori's Tech Time. I made a joke with Lori in the chat when she first came in today, calling her Cyborg Lori. And you'll see that she does a lot on her channel. I wonder if she's put that on her YouTube channel. The Instagram reel. I got a few creators here that always seem to come up first for me when I'm on Facebook or Instagram with their reels or different things. But Lori's Tech Time is somebody who started with a lot of tech and gadget reviews. Some of them are independent, and then some of them come from a subscription service she let us know about called Gadget Discovery Club. And this creator brings a bit of video gameplay, as you might have almost even expected, between some of her reviews and other content. We see a lot of Battle Cats here. She actually started another channel just for that, but I'll talk about it in a moment. Candy Crush, obviously a popular game. I play that too. She mixes up a bit of variety between the tech reviews and everything else. There's Cyborg Glory right there. I figured she'd probably put that here. But look at all the different things she's using. She let us know a lot of these are from Video Leap, but I'm not sure if this creator also uses CapCut. I'm not as familiar with those as anybody would expect, only meaning I haven't used them yet. I understand what they are. I've played around, but I haven't made much with them. But Lori does all kinds of these things, so I see her content all the time, even on the other social networks, and she's growing well here, getting into almost 1,900 subscribers. So you can see she's got over 600 videos actually, including those shorts. So here she mixes up a lot of video gameplay in the live streams where she plays with other creators. It's been a while, but like I said, she started another channel for this, playing a lot of popular games. When we look at her homepage, we'll see two more channels. She's got Lori's Mini Brands, which we've seen before. She's recently renamed this one. She's almost at 500 subscribers over here as well, and done really well with shorts on this channel at 6, 7, and 8,000. And then when we get into her new channel, Lori's Battle Cats, she found, I guess, that this game did so well for her on her original channel. She's been doing more live streaming she's been putting more videos up here. I'm assuming that she'll live stream at some point because she's done so much of that before, but we see that the shorts over here are even getting into over 1,000 views and beyond. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lori's Battle Cats. This is another creator who's been a dear friend of ours for well over 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Butler Family Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. I'm not sure if they're still streaming. They were on before we started, but they're at a special expo right now for homesteading and farming and ranching and gardening. And hopefully everybody will check that out. I was able to be in there for a short while today. 49 More is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then, pardon me, Judgement Day Mike Harper dropped a super chat, so I'm going to put their channel up next. For that reason, and thank you for that. They've done that countless times before. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then we put members on the wheel right away, and after a while, we'll get to adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. What did I see from 49 more that I wanted to mention to them the other day? It might have been the, the concrete build. So they did a bit of a time lapse over here. And my dear goodness, so some of you know that half of my full-time job in the good weather months, because I'm in Canada, so we have all 4 seasons here, but in the spring, summer, and autumn, I'm able to be out doing some outdoor work. Which might be surprising to a lot of people. It's surprising to me every day, I promise you. But one of the things that I do is some concrete work like this, mixing in a mixer that's very similar to this. And I don't know how many square feet that is that you did, but my prediction is that is a lot of concrete. But interesting to see how they were pouring that. Now that's just one thing. They're going to bring us a lot of homesteading type do-it-yourself videos on this channel, and this is somebody we've known as Carpenter Self-Reliance for a long, long time. Cattle, pigs, sheep, farming, gardening, hunting, fishing, product reviews, and wildlife videography as well. When we get into shorts, we're going to see a lot of outdoor content here, and some of these videos have done really well. 10,000, 11,000, even 12,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with 49 more. Not only are they here in Tuber Chat every day, they might be connected to all my channels now. I know they're with us on the music stream frequently. And then 49 more is working on 600 subscribers, so hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. 4 pallets of 80-pound bags. Yeah, you know those bags are heavier than I thought they were. And I was thinking they were like 50 pounds or something like that. And then we looked, and I was like, oh my gosh. I lost my voice one year. That was the beginning of that stuff where that kind of thing was happening. And I think it was from too much concrete dust. So I've got the clear the wheel section that's just come up. I'm going to put Judgement Day Mike Harper onto the screen right now. This creator dropped a super chat, so we'll put them up right away. They've done that countless times before, but I really do appreciate that. I'll spin the wheel so we can see who's coming up next early. And then we'll look at Judgement Day Mike Harper's content. So this is another creator who's working on 500 subscribers, but they give us an introduction to the creator and their channel on their About section. When we look at their videos, we see that they post fairly frequently, including today, mostly with a chance to get to know Michael Harper, but sometimes with some video gameplay and stories to be told. When we get into shorts, he's doing well with a few of these, getting into over 1,000 views now. And live streams are frequent. Judgement Day Mike Harper goes live often. He's got a second channel called Michael W. Harper. And this is where we get another look at this creator with a lot of DVD reviews on this channel. When we get into his videos, you'll get an idea of what he's doing here with a lot of popular titles. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 400 views and beyond. Those will likely continue to grow as he posts more and more. And Judgement Day Mike Harper's here with us just about every single day. So obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you one more time, Judgement Day Mike Harper, for that super chat. Again, absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always, though. And Ace Flaw One is going to come up next. We'll go for 3.5 minutes and get back to looking at channels. All right, we're back, and we're about to look at Ace Flaw One. I've also wiped out all the names off the wheel. You saw my clear the wheel section come up a few moments ago. So that gives us a chance to see more channels we otherwise would have had to wait longer for very soon. So once we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I'll start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Lots of time to go, though, if everybody wants to stay for another hour and a half or so. Crimson Sky, yeah, we will have some console gamers. Wayne's World Unlimited does Xbox. Gaming with Debbie, I'm not sure if they're on a console, but I think so. And we've got lots of creators, quite a few gamers with us, although not any more than any other niche, let's just say. So when I talk about cruising or homesteading or lottery ticket scratching or gaming, because there's channels of all types here, but you will find a few for sure. And then one of these days, hopefully I'll break out the Xbox, because I got one of those recently. Maybe it's not recently anymore, for the purpose of hopefully doing some gaming with some friends. I'm not a hardcore gamer or anything like that. I might like to think I am, but I don't make a lot of time to play games. But Grand Theft Auto's my go-to. Together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Ace Flaw One brings us travel on his channel. This is Andy, and this is a creator who's been with me over 4 years now. They're working on 4,800 subscribers. Andy posts occasionally, but as you dig through his content, you'll see a lot of travel-based videos. He's done a few shorts on his channel, and these have started to move now into 1,500 views and beyond. And like I said, this is a creator I've been connected to for over 4 years. So one of the one of the longest standing friends that I've had, but one of the first creators that I met in the small YouTuber community. And it's interesting because Andy's been with me all this time and still comes into Tuber Chat every day again lately for a long time now. And you can imagine that that's 696 episodes later, and that is not a joke. We're going to be doing episode 700 next week. So hopefully everybody will set the notification and join us for that. That's expected to be on Sunday. So let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So next up is Butler Family Farm, and they were live right before we started. I think they must have ended. Forgive me, Jerry or Susan, if you happen to be still in the chat or listening. If they might have said so, yeah, they were on up until about an hour ago. Now, Butler Family Farm has 116 acres of farmland that they share with us through their videos. And they bring that both in shorts and live streams as well. But there's a lot to learn, as we'd expect from all of our homesteading friends. And I group a lot of channels into that category, like farming, ranching, and gardening, if not also maybe hiking, camping, and fishing and other outdoor types of activities. These creators, Jerry and Susan, are incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters on their farm. Bees will be here shortly, but they all also have, cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as cats and dogs. They've got shorts on this channel that have gotten into 12,000 and 25,000 views. These continue to move. And then lots of live streams where they bring us a lot of other creators as well. So today they were at the Soil Family Expo, which is a special kind of show. And they were there showing us a lot of the activities that were going on with a live stream. They've done that kind of thing many times before, especially in meetups that they've gone to, either Ozark meetups or the Mid-America meetup last year. And they introduce us to tons of other creators. They're always up for meeting other YouTubers and things like that. And they do a lot of StreamYard panels as well. I was on with them a couple of weeks ago, and we had a good time talking for a couple hours there. But they'll introduce us to lots and lots of channels, and you'll see a lot of familiar faces in their thumbnails as well. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they're working on 3,800 subscribers, so hopefully everybody will push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They might be indoors sharing us farming and homesteading activities. They might be out with the livestock or looking after the property. There's a lot to be done over there. I continue to learn from them. And then as well, Jerry might be in the shop occasionally making interesting things as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm, and like I said, incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Is She Stole My Thunder still here? Oh, there she is, yes, from Montreal. And another Canadian Family Life is going to come up right now. We'll see Tiffany and her husband's channel, Chris's Creation Fun, in a moment. They come from New Brunswick also. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So when we look at Canadian Family Life, I mentioned Tiffany, and let me go to the live streams for a second. You'll see this creator in some of the thumbnails here. She's very recognizable because she's been found on lots of other creators' channels and a lot of StreamYard panels. On this channel, she brings us cooking, daily life, family fun, container gardening, grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos. I know I said cooking already. They recently did a great trailer for their channel. The container garden I always talk about because look at how impeccable they keep this. I don't know how you do that, to be honest with you. But when we look as well, we see some of the cooking videos. So she's got a new one here from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And then Tiffany is incredibly supportive to other creators. So this is one of the fastest growing channels that we have seen in the Tuber Chat family in the last 4 years, or almost 4 years, where they're now working on 3,200 subscribers and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Some of the shorts here have gotten into 2,500 views and beyond, one over 5,500, which is great to see. And then live streams on this channel are occasional, but they got one coming up tomorrow. So hopefully everybody will catch them for that. And I've got the notification on here, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. Alec Marcus Glasco, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Pumpkins in Wonderland, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The creator behind Tales Told in the Dark is Cassie, that we know originally from Oracles and Beyond. So this channel's a new focus, over 1,700 subscribers already, where they're going to bring us ASMR as well as stories of mythology, mythical creatures, cryptids, scary stories, history, and much more. I'm going to grab the latest video that they've got, put that in my catch-up list. You'll find that Cassie has a warm and soothing voice that's been complimented ever since she first started coming into the Tuber Chat family, probably 3 years ago and beyond. I think she's been a friend of about 3.5 years, actually. Rambling with the Brooms, good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. That's a member and a moderator. I'm so sorry I didn't catch you last night for Shenanigan Fridays. Fridays are such a tough time for me. I think I missed you on Thursday, too, as a matter of fact. And then Angie Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Ron's Keto Cafe, is also here. I almost missed you there, but I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And when we look at, pardon me, Canadian Family Life, I forgot about Chris's Creation Fun. I'll put that up in a second here, hopefully. Tales Told in the Dark has got some shorts here, and these have also gotten into 4,000 views and beyond, one over 5,000, which is great to see. Like most creators, there's a bit of variety here, and then live streams are something that Cassie's been doing as well. There she is right there. And the oracle readings are something that can give you a bit of insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, and what might be to come. And I've been with her many times on her original channel, Oracles and Beyond. Next up, we're going to look at Chris's Creation Fun, if I can spell it right. Kind of. I can't type. Chris's Creation Fun is Tiffany's husband. This is from Canadian Family Life. I usually put their channels up together. And then, yes, thank you, Alec Marcus Glasco. Thank you. And then M&T Living and Cooking is in the house as well. I'm going to put them on the wheel. And when we look at Chris's Creation Fun, we see a creator that started with 3D printing and has moved into some do-it-yourself videos, both with the 3D printer as well as some solar equipment, building a new grow light for some plants, and that's that container garden that I talk about from Canadian Family Life all the time. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tiffany's husband, Chris. At 87 subscribers right now, we'd love to push him a little bit farther towards that first 100. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. It's going to be one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey of now about 7 years. Michael's Adventures is coming up. This is a creator that brings us, first of all, a popular name for a channel. So we got to make sure we get to the right one. I will put his handle in the chat for everybody. You can catch him by that avatar, which I believe was made by Two Pineapples a long time ago. I forget to mention that all the time. So there's the handle for Michael's Adventures if you want to get to him. Tuggus Art Studio, good to see you in the house. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly and if I've already asked you about that, but please correct me so that I can pronounce that in the right way. I'll call it Tuggus Art Studio if you don't correct me, but I always want to promote everybody's channel the way they want it promoted. And then Michael's Adventures is here with us for every stream he can be. Once in a while he's not with us, usually during the week just due to a work schedule. But this is a creator that brings us a lot of wildlife on his channel. Lately he's really expanded the content, especially over the last year or many months, bringing a lot of ride-along live streams while he's driving, or he's always been known to give us looks around his area and stories to be told. He's been doing a bit more of that as well. Lots of wildlife will include raccoons and deer and some bird watching, foxes even on the channel. And he's got over 3,400 videos, if you can imagine that. He posts every single day. Anything from a 3-minute video to an hour-long video, sometimes twice a day. He's got some lottery ticket scratching going on the channel. Shorts bring a bit of variety with even a slot-type tablet game. And then he might be outside to give us some more information there. And Michael's Adventures is working on 1,400 subscribers now. Hopefully we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. He is a long time friend. And like I said, incredibly supportive. Much of what he does when he goes over and above for other creators actually goes unseen. I get to see just because I'm the host of Tuber Chat, but he's a dear friend. KP Heathen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Sweet Melissa is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on their channel. Derpy Playground, good to see you here as well. Thank you. I know that's another creator. I believe they support all of my channels, but I often see them on our copyright-free music channel. For anybody who hasn't already seen that, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a virtual nightclub going over there in a 24-hour live stream, as well as a video game going on in the chat, and things come up on the screen. Everybody can participate, and then you can continue connecting with people the same way we do here, and there's link drops over there as well. So Sweet Melissa is somebody who's been with us for a while now. They let us know that they bring several product reviews and product testing, and then they do some, they show us some of the giveaway wins they've been a part of, as well as they got a new video here from a couple days ago. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They've got a little bit more variety in their videos here, it looks like. And then when we get into shorts on the channel, we see that this creator's done well, getting into 1,200 and even 2,100 views on their channel. And Sweet Melissa has now been with us, I believe, a few times, but I should put her handle in the chat as well in case anybody needs to catch it. What we find for channels, or what I have found over the last many years, is that for most channels, by the time you get to about 800 subscribers, if you have a popular name, you're probably going to come up #1 around the world in the search results. But it takes a while. So that's why we search and find and click on each other here. And for channels with really popular names, it could be a little bit longer than that. But over time, you rise up those search results. YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for your particular channel. KP Heathen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Next up is going to be Ron's Keto Cafe. We'll see what this creator's got going on. Pardon me, they're going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, especially when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Ron's Keto Cafe, I've had the pleasure of catching many times in live streams. He posts almost every single day. Just going to grab his latest video. And then this creator does a lot of recipes on his channel as well. A lot of talk about his own life story where he has lost over 100 pounds on a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And the latest one that I watched was a chicken parmesan video, actually. So it's nice to see some of our favorite foods can be made to fit into something like a keto-based diet or lifestyle. We don't have to follow keto. We can. We got friends now that it will help us, like Jason and Ron. But it's nice to make healthier choices sometimes. I believe almost everybody on the planet can eat a little bit healthier and live a little bit healthier. I've caught Ron many times for live streams, but he's on frequently, so I didn't realize it's already been a month now. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. I've always got the notification bell on for every single channel to give me the best chance that I can get, and we all do the same thing. It's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching as much content from each other as we can as well. MT Homestead is going to be coming up. Let's see what they've got going on their channel right now. And yeah, 100 pounds. It's much more than 100 pounds now. I lost track. Ron's told me at least twice, and I forget how much he's actually lost. But he talks about it on his channel. But quite a fantastic accomplishment. I think everybody will agree. MT Homestead is up on the screen right now, and they're working on 7,700 subscribers. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look, we see on their front page they've got a brand new video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's the playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And I can see I'm behind with your videos, actually. But MT Homestead's been with us many times. And they've got some shorts on their channel as well. These have gotten into almost 8,000 and even 9,000 views. which is fantastic. And then we get into live streams. They're on frequently, so I caught them for a stream a few weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these soon. When we look at their About page, they give us quite a bit of information. So Mike and Terry is MT Homestead. And also Empty Nesters. Yes, Empty Homestead. There you go. Okay. I don't know why I didn't catch that. I skim over these About sections so quickly sometimes, and then I have no choice but to laugh after when I catch things months later that have been left there. Dogs, cats, 25 chickens or more, turkeys, rabbits, and quail as well on this homestead. So hopefully everybody will catch them, join them in their journey in Oklahoma. And obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I think we're going to go for a break for about 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back. We'll look at Scratchin PPA, who's known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. When we get back, it's just about time for us to start adding some more names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. All right, we're back. We're going to look at somebody who's known as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube now, and a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. I took a moment there to add a couple of names to our wheel from our chat list. It's become time for that. Bella's Whisper Farmstead. We looked at your channel earlier, and I tripped over that earlier. The Wander Lovers is up on the wheel, and forgive me for not being sure if we've put your channel on the screen yet or not. I think this will be the first time. And Crimson Skies is somebody I've actually known for a while on another channel, but it's great to have you in the Tuber Chat family now. They've been giving us a lot of help on our music channel, actually. Robert Mac Media is a longtime friend as well. Good to see you in the house. That's an example of another creator. We lost our connection. I should double check right now. Pardon me, Scratchin PPA. I'm just going to see if I'm connected to Robert Mac Media. Because he lost his connection to us and sent me a message. So there it is. Yeah, we're connected here. But that's another example of these things. You know, YouTube takes our connection sometimes. So if you haven't seen one of your friends for a long time, you just want to like keep in mind, have a look for their channel, go double check that you're subscribed, and then, you know, watch a video, leave them a comment, let them know, and then hopefully they'll come back soon enough. And but I appreciate all of the long-term friendships. Especially, you know, that's the biggest thing that people say is their favorite part of their YouTube journey is the friendships that are built over the course of all the things that we do, if that makes sense. MNT Living and Cooking, I hope I said hello. I've got you on the wheel. Scratchin PPA is here now with 2,000 subscribers. This creator brings us an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. What he does is pits two lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. When we look at his channel, we see that presentation is at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatars matched by the banner that's updated every week, if you can imagine. His thumbnails include content that matches that banner and avatar, of course, and he's got hints about the giveaways that happen in his video series as well. So it makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of with the interactivity with the other social networks. If you can catch him or us for one of his premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Rambling with the Brooms, Garden State Gardener, and a few others. So it's very fast paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Now, Scratchin PPA also expanded the content on his channel this year when he took a trip to Italy and brought his very first live stream. So we're hoping he'll do some more of this. And then I know a lot of people were excited to have Scratchin PPA expand the content on the channel. He also brought us a lot of vlogging style shorts videos, along with some Italian lottery tickets that we might not have otherwise seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratchin PPA. Anybody here who's already connected to him will agree he's one of their most supportive creators, and has been an unbelievable part of the Tuber Chat family. I think everybody will agree that this channel and these streams couldn't be what they are without him and a lot of our other moderators as well. Emotion New Soul is actually in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They're a beloved and dedicated moderator as well, so I've got them on the wheel right away. MNT Living and Cooking has a lot of family togetherness on their channel and some delicious looking content that's gotten into thousands of views. We'll talk about that in another second here. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. When we look at M&T Living and Cooking, like I was saying, we're going to find some delicious looking content in between the family activities here. But you can see that some of these videos have done fantastic. That ribeye roast, they did a shorts video, I believe, as well. They've got some fantastic looking stuff here. But you'll see they do some do-it-yourself videos. They do some RC car racing. They take us out shopping and bring us into the kitchen with them. When I look at the shorts, sorry, I'm mistaken about that ribeye. The ribeye roast is done in the videos. And then the shorts feature this one that they put up recently, which is cooking salmon, and 50,000 views on that, which is great to see. They got more into the thousands. Most of the delicious looking either cooking or dessert videos have got that, and one at 20,000 for these burgers. They're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They do some live streams and bring us more family togetherness there. They got some StreamYard panels, and they could be outdoors as well. Daytona Beach. I had family that lived in Daytona Beach when I was much younger, and I had a chance to be there. As a matter of fact, once. I'm way too young to. I was way too young to. Today I vaguely remember. I remember more the fact of it than anything else, but I do remember them telling me not to drink the water. You're not supposed to drink the salt water from the ocean. You got to keep that in mind, right? And then, like I said, monetized, but they're also officially on the road towards 2,000 subscribers now, which is an exciting milestone. So hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. We always say you're officially on a road when you hit a 100 milestone. And since they're at 1,900, we know they're officially on the road to 2K. She Stole My Thunder's coming up next. I also see Kaiser Gaming YT in the house. That's Chris's Clever Craft with a gaming channel, but I know he happens to be a member. I'm going to put his channel on the wheel right now, pardon me. And then Stay Hall is also in the house. The Amazing M&G is here. And we'll look at She Stole My Thunder in a moment. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. She Stole My Thunder comes to us from Montreal, and this creator lets us know on their banner that they're going to review books, art, and movies, but they actually do a lot more on their channel. They could be reading, they could be doing some horoscopes lately. That was a series they were just into. They've got something else for us to see. They got a couple more videos here. I'm going to grab one of these, put it into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up a little bit, although She Stole My Thunder is really posting frequently lately. They got some shorts on their channel as well that have gotten into 400 views and beyond now. Hopefully we'll see some more. We'll see those continue to grow. Live streams can feature this creator reading or bringing us a tutorial about how to use Canva, which is a really popular website and app that a lot of creators here use for thumbnails, banners, and other social media graphics, which I recommend all the time. She Stole My Thunder's done a few things for other people, and they show us how to do that in some of these live streams in between the rest of the reviews. Now, this has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time as well, a fellow Canadian. Hopefully everybody will connect with She Stole My Thunder. I think they've been a friend of long over 3 years now, probably 3.5 if I'm right. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. When we look at Crimson Skies, this is actually a creator that I know from other channels outside the Tuber Chat family, but it's great to have them here with us now. They recently caught our copyright-free music channel. And pardon me, Lisa J. Stocks, by the way, I looked in the background while I was on one of those breaks and saw I was mistaken. She's got a live stream coming up tomorrow. I thought it was today, but it's tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Crimson Skies. So this is a channel I don't yet know as far as the content. but I know they were looking to hook up with some gaming creators. Now they've got a perfect video to connect with here from the band Korn and a live performance. So the reason why I say that, it's over 3 minutes long, just under 4 minutes. I'm going to take that video, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to take that video, I'm going to put it in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully, Crimson Skies, you have our notification bell on here so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And we're looking forward right now to episode 700, which is expected to be next Sunday. So hopefully everybody will join us for that. I've already got it posted on our front page. It'll be around this time, 3 p.m. Eastern, next Sunday. Live streams on this channel feature a lot of video gameplay. It looks like Call of Duty and Last of Us. I'm not as familiar with a couple of these games just because I haven't made time to play them. Hogwarts Legacy is something else I've heard of a lot recently. And they're literally at 99 subscribers right now. We would love to push them towards that first 100, maybe even up and we need up and over. We need a couple of extra subscribers to make sure that 100 is locked in. And let's look at Kaiser Gaming YT. So this is another gaming channel, but from a longtime friend called Chris's Clever Craft. And this is a creator who actually brings fun into everything that he does. We'll look at his original channel in a moment. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So the next channel that we're looking at, like I said, is Kaiser Gaming YT from Chris's Clever Craft. And he is already approaching the first 800 subscribers. He's posting usually multiple times a day. And you see this here in the latest video. So the latest one is nice and long. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. 18-minute video, and he's playing a really interesting game that looks to me like a cross between Roblox, Minecraft, and maybe a couple of other things. Pixel Gun 3D, which is really cool. So hopefully everybody will connect with Kaiser Gaming YT. Some of these videos have really moved. One of them at 18,000, and this is really cool. So you notice that this one, which I've seen, is a tutorial how to upgrade your lobby on Pixel Gun 3D. So I think gaming channels can do well with some of those. I might even try dabbling in a little bit of that myself, but I'm expecting to bring some more content here on Superchat in the coming months. I've already got some content ready to go, recorded, and it just needs to be chopped up, and it'll be coming out right after probably our 4-year anniversary in a couple of weeks. But then as well, I expect to bring tutorials about how to do some of the things we do around here, like how to use Nightbot or how to get started with it, some of our analytics, and some more how-to videos and things like that. So pardon me, Kaiser Gaming YT's got some shorts here. 5,000, almost 6,000, 10,000 views on one of these. Monetized, of course, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then a couple of live streams as well, so hopefully those continue. And then we look at Chris's Clever Craft. Yes, Chris's Clever Craft. And this is a creator, like I said, who brings fun everything to everywhere he goes, into everything that he does. He's got a really interesting property, and on this channel he brings us around indoors and outdoors for a look around, a chance to get to know him, some product reviews, shout outs for other channels, and this creator might give us a little bit of a lesson in how we can trade some of our talents for things of value. For instance, he's doing some work in trade for a car right now, if you can imagine. He's brought us some of that on his channel. One of these shorts videos is still getting views. So first of all, he's already over 3,000. One of them at 16,000, which continues to grow. I thought that was 10,000 the last time I looked at it. Live streams are a bit of an idea, an experiment, but we'll see if he's going to keep these up. and then we keep our notification bell on for every channel, like I've always said. And Chris's Clever Craft is working on 600 subscribers over here. Hopefully we can push him a little bit closer. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is coming up. And Sergeant's Talk TV just grabbed a membership. So thank you for that extra generous support. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right away because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And we'll see what Jesse Miller Unboxings and More has got going on. This is another friend of 3.5 years. She does a lot of unboxing videos, some of which are independent, but a lot of these are monthly subscription boxes. And for anybody that's seen any of these before, you probably know that there are subscription boxes for everything. You can get it for fishing, you can get it for comic books, you can get it for socks, you can get it for jewelry, snacks, and stationery, and other ideas like Jesse Miller Unboxings and More will show us. Now, this creator is also on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We see them sitting over 1,900 now, and she's been a dear friend of over 3.5 years. The thing about Jesse Miller that I talk about most often is the fact that her support has increased over the long time that we've all known each other. She supports all of my channels in an unreasonably generous amount this year. As well, we're going to grab the latest video, or I'm going to grab the latest video from her, a giveaway winner announcement. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And that's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Occasionally, this creator does live streams. We'll look at those in a quick second. But she's got some shorts that feature a lot of products from some of those unboxing videos, like the snacks, like the stationery, like the jewelry that I was talking about. She does a really thorough job as well, and she did a great job on the last live stream. She's usually on once every couple of months, but her birthday was a few weeks ago, so, or pardon me, a week ago. So a week ago today, actually. So she did a pre-birthday stream, and we'll expect another live stream for her in a few weeks. Hopefully everybody will connect with her and push her towards that 2,000 subscribers that we're talking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. We're going to look at the Wander Lovers now, and we'll see what they've got going on. I think actually what we'll do is we'll take another 3-minute break while I look for the channel, and then when we come back we'll see what they got going on. All right, we're back. We're looking at the Wander Lovers. So they've been with us a couple of times now, but this is the first time I believe we're putting their channel on the screen. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos and I will add that into my watch later. I might take just the latest video that you've done. I'll put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. It's a fairly new channel as well, but I see that they've got shorts here that have already gotten over 500 views, which is great to see. And I'll be looking forward to getting to know your channel. So there's Rambling with the Brooms. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Yes, the wheel finally picked you. Rambling with the Brooms is a beloved and dedicated moderator and member here. That's Scott, a fellow Canadian from closer to our nation's capital. And this is a brand new channel from him, actually, with 30 subscribers, Travel Escapes with the Brooms. And he is bringing us content that will include pure travel, of course. But this is a creator we already know and love from Rambling with the Brooms. And he's been a longtime friend, our newest moderator from, I believe, a year now. But we've been friends with him for probably well beyond 2 years, probably closer to 2.5, maybe longer. He's working on 3,000 subscribers. He's officially on the road now, which is great to see. And Rambling with the Brooms is coming to us from the homesteading community of channels. So he might bring us indoors, he might bring us outdoors, he might take us traveling, he might be in the sugar shack making maple syrup and things like that. He's got a couple of long-running live streams we'll look at in a second. Here's some shorts videos he's done with some famous winter Canadian weather, getting into almost 8,000 views on one of those. Live streams feature Procrastination Thursdays and Shenanigan Fridays, which he has been doing for a year, so longer than I had thought. He's moved these around a little bit, but this creator is bringing us a lot of channels to get to know. So he might be in the house talking. There he is with maple syrup right there. But this creator also does a lot of StreamYard panels and introduces us to a lot of other channels. He has always been an advocate for helping others grow, especially when he finds channels under 100. He joins a lot of other channels. You've probably seen him a million times on other people's live streams. He's got a special project coming up too, this Cruis'n Alaska 25. Pardon me, that's a collaboration he's got going on with Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, where they're going to go from Seattle to Alaska in the summer, August of 2025, for a week, and they expect to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. So hopefully everybody will check that out on their channel. Rambling with the Brooms, like I said, is working on 3,000 subscribers, and of course they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Scott, maybe I can get you to remind me the date again when we're thinking about meeting up. We can always message each other. I think it's only 2 weeks away, if I'm not mistaken. I think you said in the 3rd week of April, around the 20th or 21st, right? So I might get a chance to meet him in person, and then that'll be fun, because we've known each other a long time, and I've missed a couple chances to meet up with Scott when I was closer to him in Ottawa, actually. I added a couple of names to the chat, or to the list, by the way. So Appa the Cat is there, which is brand new for us. The Amazing M&G is there. Derpy Playground, who's with us just about every day. And this is our brand newest member, and a brand new channel for Tuber Chat today, Sergeant Talks TV. So, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest live stream replay here, and I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll watch I'll watch much of it. I don't want to lie. I'll watch much of it, and I'll probably let the rest of it run. because I usually don't do that with live stream replays, but this is a live only channel right this second. And then I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment, a thumbs up, subscribe, put your notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well now, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world. And next week is going to be episode 700, which is already posted on our front page, so you can set your notifications for that as well. And then DJ's Adventures and Beyond, thank you for that. Carrie Leonard is another fellow Canadian. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Chef Mama Bliss, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Sergeant Talks TV, thank you for that membership, by the way. And Chef Mama Blitz, one of our longest standing members. They recently changed their channel name, so I'm tripping over it for a second here. Emotion New Soul is also here as a member and a moderator. This is a long time dear friend. I think we've been connected to Emotion New Soul for well over 3 years. I think it's 3.5. 4,000 subscribers now for this talented producer and performer. He's got an official artist channel. He usually features videos including his original works, and then sometimes he brings us compilations. Those can be of the videos themselves or Tiny Desk concerts from this creator, sometimes in Premiere, sometimes in live streams. He rounds out the channel with a lot of shorts, getting up to 1,600 views and beyond, reaction videos as well, and live streams. So hopefully everybody will connect with Emotion New Soul. We see he's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He's got another channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul, and this is where we get a look at how the music is made, as well as a better look at the man behind the music. When we look at his channel, we see some more of variety coming out, actually a little bit of karaoke there, some reaction videos here. There's shorts on the channel. We see him with Logic Pro over there making some of the music and showing us how that's done. Shorts bring a little bit of variety, getting into almost 1,000 views, and then live streams are occasional on the channel as well. He's working on 800 subscribers over here, and another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness is in the house. That's another member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right this second, and we'll spin. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Now, as soon as I put on Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness, we see that they were chosen by the wheel right away. We never know how random the wheel is going to be. Or what I mean to say is the wheel is always random, so we never know how long it's going to be before channels are chosen. But for Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness, that's perfect luck today. That's the first time we've seen that happen today that I can think of, where a channel comes in and gets up right away. This is a fairly new channel. I'm still getting to know them, but they're working on 1,200 subscribers. They give us a bit of information on their About page, but they've got delicious looking content on their channel. We see that in the thumbnails right away. They've been posting frequently, so I'm just going to grab one of your longest, latest videos here. This is something a little bit different, so I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 11,000 views and beyond, and then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator's done quite a bit of this as well. And these, actually, I think I'm going to watch this one as well. Oh, tacos, yes, love tacos. And then we'll put that in the catch-up list also. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Amazing M&G is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. They're working on 3,200 subscribers, and we'll see their videos. They got quite a bit of outdoor content here, and I'm just going to grab one of their latest. I believe they're actually in Jamaica. It might be interesting to note that Jamaica has been for a long time among the top 4 or 5 destinations, if that makes sense, or countries in the Tuber Chat family. So we got a lot of supportive creators from there. I'm just going to grab the latest video that you've got here because I think I've only been through one before. We'll look at shorts on this channel as well. And we see that these have gotten into 5,200 and 6,200 views, which is great to see. Lots and lots and lots of outdoor content here. And then some live streams as well. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. They were just live yesterday. I've got my notification bell on for every single channel, and that'll give me the best chance of catching as much content from you and everybody else as I possibly can. Apple the cat is brand new in the Tuber Chat family today. We'll see what they've got going on, and I'll look into my chat list and see who I can add to the wheel in a second here. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. DJ's Adventures and Beyond and Alec Marcus Glasco has been added to the wheel now. I'll get Carrie Leonard on there. And then for anybody that hasn't been on, that's listening or watching, just please be active in the chat. App of the Cat. Forgive me, I was thinking this was a brand new channel, but pardon me for not being certain if we've had your channel. I don't think on the screen here. I think you and I connected outside recently, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong, so forgive me for that. 1,900 subscribers is their next milestone. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up or keep caught up. And then shorts on this channel have also got some more variety like we see for most creators. These have gotten into 15,000, 16,000, and one over 27,000 views, which is great to see. So App of the Cat, they give you a little bit of information about what to expect on the channel, including a little bit of comedy by the looks of it. And I'll look forward to getting to know the channel better. And we'll spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. We'll see what's happening with our Canadian friend, Carrie Leonard. She's been here dozens and dozens and dozens of times before. We'll see what she's been up to. Carrie Leonard's out there supporting other creators regularly as well. 309 subscribers right now. I can see I'm behind with your videos, but I'm going to grab one of your latest ones from a couple weeks ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. Carrie Leonard's usually giving us a chance to get to know her or a look around Toronto. And then when we look at shorts, we see that this creator's gotten into almost 1,000 views, 2,400. And then when we get into live streams, we know that she's live frequently. She always has been. She was just live yesterday. Hopefully everybody will connect with Carrie Leonard. She's a longtime friend and another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'll spin the wheel. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at Derpy Playground, we see another creator who's with us frequently. They let us know on their About page. It's a junior high student behind this channel working on 3,200 subscribers right now. They bring a bit of variety. They've been doing a lot of channel shout-outs lately. I'm just going to grab one of their latest Red Dead Redemption videos. But they let us know that they bring a lot of gaming simulations, building and sinking cardboard ships like the Titanic and other popular ones. streams as well. This creator's got some shorts on the channel that have gotten into 19,000 views and beyond, one at 44,000, which is great to see. And then a couple of live streams. We'll see if they're going to keep those up. They've experimented with those up to a couple months ago. But Derpy Playground's another channel. I think they support all of my channels, but for sure they're with us on the copyright-free music channel. And it's probably time for me to start dropping the link for that as well. We're going to look at Alec Marcus Glasco in a second here. And Pixie Dust Traveler, good to see you in the house. Alec Marcus Glasgow has a few channels, and he's changed his name a couple times. I see Cats for Nelson is here, which is one of our brand newest members. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel, because I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. So Alec Marcus Glasgow has just renamed their channel. They got 20 subscribers over here. So this is a longtime friend, an enthusiastic creator that's actually got a few channels. This one we're not yet connected with, so I don't know if this is a brand new one. What I'm going to do, though, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm just going to look for the live streams here. I'll grab a live stream replay. Maybe I'll take this 18-minute one. I'll put this in my watch later list, and after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams, but I know Alec does, and hopefully you'll catch us knowing that we move the streams around all the time. It's funny because I say the same speeches all the time, but I know I'm talking to Alec Marcus Glasgow, who's a long time friend. Let's go for one more 3.5-minute break. We'll come back with Cats for Nelson. If anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen and is still listening or watching, just please be active in the chat, and I will try to get you on there. We can stay for another 20 minutes or so, and I'm dropping the link for our copyright-free music channel. We'll go and raid that after Tuber Chat in another 25 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Cats for Nelson, which is another fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family, so somebody I'm still getting to know. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I'm just going to grab one of their videos here. These are quite short, but I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content. They got quite a few cats, pardon me, on this channel. Oh, and there's Scully's House of Thrillers. Thank you for that. Another longtime friend, the author that reads to you. I'm just going to get their channel queued up. I'll put that up next because of that super chat. Thank you for that again. They've done that many times. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. But we always put super chatters on the screen right away. So I'll get their channel up and then we'll spin the wheel again. Cats for Nelson, I'm looking forward to getting to know more about your channel and these 5 cats. But when we look at some of the shorts, we see they've done really well. 200,000, 300,000. On a couple of these, and then live streams are something that they've done many times before as well, which is great, and they seem to be on at least a couple times a week, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of those. I got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. I dropped a link a couple of times there. We're going to go over to the copyright free music channel for anybody that hasn't already seen it. All the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We've got a virtual 24-hour nightclub going over there with a video game everybody can participate in the chat. Things come up on screen. It's really cool. People trickle in and out of there all the time. And there's link drops over there so everybody can continue connecting for as long as you would like. So we'll go over and raid together in another 10 minutes or so. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that we can clean up our connections before we go over there. Scully's House of Thrillers is here with almost 4,500 subscribers, monetized. Of course, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This is a creator I actually look forward to getting to know a little bit better. We've been friends a long time here on YouTube, meaning our channels are connected, but I learned some great things about this creator the other day. I believe it was Izzy that had a lot of pleasant things to say. Now, Scully's House of Thrillers is going to give us information on their About page, but yes, this is an author that also reads to you. So they say books on tape with a twist. I actually listen to a lot of audiobooks, usually nonfiction, but most of the books that you see in my background here, I got more to add over there. Those are ones I've been through at least twice, but usually audiobooks, even though I've got the paperbacks there or hardcovers. Scully's House of Thrillers posts frequently, so as you can see, it's usually at least once a week, and then when we get into shorts on this channel, we see that they've gotten into 200 and 300 views and beyond. We'll likely see those continue to grow as they post more and more, and then they've got some live streams here. They're on frequently, so wow, it looks like they've been on just about every day lately. Hopefully everybody will put that notification bell on like we do for every creator so that we can catch them, and like I said, they're monetized as well. Now, I already spun the wheel, so I'm going to get Chef Mama Bliss up onto the screen. This is a longtime friend, one of our longest standing official members, actually. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I'm getting Cabar Gaming onto the wheel right now, and Chef Mama Bliss is up here. We'll see some delicious looking content from this creator, and I'm happy to see a long form video here actually, so a 35-minute video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up, but we see delicious looking content from this creator who does professional catering. as a matter of fact. So there you go, CFO of A Pinch of Bliss Catering and Catering Academy. So not only talented, but sharing those talents by teaching others as well. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 400 views and beyond. More delicious looking content here with some variety as well, and then getting into live streams. So we'll see if they're going to pick those back up at some point, but we've got notification bells on for every single channel. And thank you, Scully's House of Thrillers. I really appreciate that extra generosity. And Cabar Gaming is coming up right now. I'm going to try to sit and watch one of your videos, one of your latest ones, Scully's House of Thrillers, lately. I did, for the life of me, when I have probably said it and seen it, I don't know how many times, the author that reads to you, I was taken away with the idea that Izzy pointed out, I think it was the other day, that you're an author also. So I'm always interested in people when they have talents that I do not have, right? I've got my own talents. I'm happy about those, but it makes me that much more impressed when people are doing especially artistic things. Author is a good example of something like that. I am Metallist One. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Cabar Gaming is a long time friend, probably 3.5 years. This creator mixes up a lot of video gameplay on their channel, and lately some Pokemon, but they've done a lot of Grand Theft Auto, which is my favorite, of course, but they really mix up tons and tons of popular titles. They post every single day. Pardon me, they're monetized as well. They're almost at 2,900 subscribers right now, and they got shorts on their channel as well. These have gotten into 45,000, even 62,000 views and beyond, and then live streams as well. They're live just about every day, or at least a few times a week. Sometimes they go every day. And then Cabar Vlogs and Adventures is another channel where we get tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from this creator. Is that tisk tisk? That's almost like tisk tisk tisk. You hear me smacking my lips all the time here on Superchat. Choking on nothing. Cabar Vlogs and Adventures is here with almost 1,200 subscribers. This is the second channel from Cabar Gaming, so they let us know vlogging, tutorials, tips, and unboxing videos. When we get into what they've got here, some of these are getting into the idea of intermediate or advanced tutorials, but very informative, especially to know us, let us know what kind of technologies, both in hardware and software, are out there. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 700 views now on a newer one, and then live streams. They're working on watch hours now. So for anybody that wants a swap playlist, go ahead and do that as well. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, and we'll spin just for fun. But thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. And we're back again. I've got the next couple of streams set up. I think they were set for Tuesday and Thursday. I might move one of those, as a matter of fact. But episode 700 is coming up next Sunday, so I hope everybody will join us. It will be a special edition of some kind. We do that every 100 episodes. I mix things up so we don't know what we're going to do, and I have some very exciting new content that will be informative and educational coming up right after the next couple of weeks. Our 4-year anniversary is coming up as well. DJ's Adventures and Beyond is here, and this is a channel that's going to bring us a lot of travel and exploring and camping videos. When we get into their latest stuff, I'm going to grab the second latest video here just because every minute matters when we're talking about watch hours. We see a bit of variety on the channel, and then when we get into shorts here, we see that they've gotten into 1,500, even 1,700 views, and those will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. So one more time, thanks everybody for being here. Hopefully you'll connect with DJ's Adventures and Beyond before we go. Help push them a little bit closer to that 1,000 subscribers. We know they must be thinking about it. Please don't forget a thumbs up on the way out. Give the music channel a thumbs up on the way in. Hopefully you'll join us over there. It's a lot of fun. People trickle in and out all the time. I'll drop the link one more time. And we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks to all of our moderators. And, you know, Tuber Chat couldn't be what it is. We could certainly never have gotten to 700 episodes if it wasn't for their help, but we're aiming for at least 1,000. So we got another long way to go. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.